All right, so welcome to another Monday where we talk crypto. We've been doing this for umpteen amount of weeks. Um, but like I mentioned last week, we're gonna move into a more, you know, functional and moving away from the instructional like PowerPoint presentation type classes. And I wanted to structure the classes a little bit more different. So first thing I want to kick it off with is a overall market update, and I'm just gonna touch on the where'd this thing go? Here it go. Hold on. The top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap and just how they perform over the today anyway. We'll just look at Bitcoin right now, and I kind of just drew this up on the chart just to cover like a brief understanding of what we're looking like and what we um, can expect from the market, specifically from Bitcoin right now. So as you see here with my purple line, I marked the bottom. That was the bottom, roughly around 17,500. Um, and that's the most recent bottom. So I've been following um, that bottom as we've been going through this phase of consolidation. Um, so I'm expecting us to at some point, especially if we get some bad news or some unexpected news, some FUD, to retest this area around 17.5. So if you think we back in the bull market because you've seen us make these higher highs here, um, nah, we're not. I expect us to break down definitely more, as you can see from this break here. We're just forming a bear flag, and I drew this up earlier, but this is null and void. It's not a falling wedge because if you have a falling wedge pattern, you typically have a bullish move to the upside, but it broke below the lower trend. So I'm gonna delete that while we sit in here. All right. So not saying that it can't reverse course from here, but it does look like we will lose some more steam from the upside and continue to go down lower. And that's kind of my bias on it also because of what we have going on this upcoming week, well, this week. So I'm not sure if y'all are aware, but a lot of times or majority of the time in most recent history, the crypto market or Bitcoin and specifically has a strong correlation to the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq, right? It's more correlated with the Nasdaq at most times, but yeah, both it correlates with. So if you see the SPY or the Nas drop significantly, you'll typically see Bitcoin follow suit, and then all altcoins would do the same after, right? Um, but as you can see here, like I said, that was the current bottom. This was the monthly low. The low was on July the 3rd, and the monthly high was here on July the 20th. And we've been, uh, creating lower lows and lower highs since then. So with that being said, in the coming days, I believe it's Wednesday, we get an update from the Fed relating to interest hikes, and I'm expecting, you know, so this is what I expect or believe. So if we get the same rate hike that we received uh in the last one, which I believe it was 0.75 basis points, I believe we'll not be impacted as much. But if we get a full 1 point, I believe the market will act very bearish to that, and we could break down and significantly retrace, break below these areas of support. You see how we touched here multiple times as support. I could see us breaking down here, testing that, and then possibly breaking below that because that could trigger trigger a bearish sentiment in the market. So just look out for that. With earnings happening from some of the most um, major or the biggest companies in the stock market this week, like I expect, and being that there's some of the larger holdings in SPY or on the NAS 100, I expect, because Bitcoin correlates with those so heavily, if those stocks, break significantly to the downside, you'll see Bitcoin follow suit also. So we could see that as of tomorrow. I forget the earnings as tomorrow, but I believe one of these major companies has earnings tomorrow that's gonna give us some indication of what these big tech stocks and these big companies are doing and how they're performing. So that'll be interesting tomorrow. So I want to also go over to Ethereum. So as of today,
Hey, can I add something, D'Angelo? I mean, D-Wiz?
yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Um, I was also gonna add too, like with D'Angelo informing all of us about this, right? And I know a lot of us also know about it as well. With us trading options, you can always, like, say if you're sitting on cash, or maybe your different accounts aren't that big, or maybe you're just starting an MT4 account, or KuCoin, wherever you possibly will be trading, right? um, as you're seeing what's going on in the market, right, with SPY or some of these companies, big tech companies, right, um, or even like when you're seeing Square, things that are connected with Bitcoin, you can go ahead and go and short Bitcoin, and say if Bitcoin hasn't given that move yet, but the market has given the move, Bitcoin will follow suit, like what D-Wiz is mentioning. Even if, let's say, it did give the move with Bitcoin, later on when the market's closed, Bitcoin will continue to drop all the way down where you can go ahead and capitalize on that move. And then, you start getting into the point where it's like, well, I just made a bag over here. I really could just watch the market and set myself up with option trading for something different. But yeah, I was just gonna add that real quick.
Yeah, no, that's a fact, bro. I appreciate it. Um, so we'll move on to Ethereum. So as of today, Ethereum's down 1.18%. Uh, I want to touch on something interesting. So, what was this? The 15th of July, Ethereum announced their date for the ETH 2.0 or the merge. So I believe it's September the 19th. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's September 19th. So that alone is one of the most significant um like upgrades to a blockchain in all of crypto's like history, in its short history, right? So that announcement, it was announced this day on the 15th, and it didn't react so much. I'm not sure exactly what time it was announced, but then you got a nice move to the upside that broke above these two resistance levels, which indicated a break to the upside. And then you had a period of consolidation, and then we had another break to the upside. And now we're consolidating over the past few days, and then we're breaking back down. So it's losing, momentum from that announcement, which like I mentioned, is likely because people are preparing or trading along the thoughts of that the market is going to bleed because these earnings aren't going to be great. And then like I mentioned when I was talking about Bitcoin, that the Fed speaking on Wednesday relating to interest rates. So but I just wanted to touch on that. So Ethereum actually started this push to the upside, which gave BTC a boost and gave all the altcoins to do the same. So, and then we'll cover BNB. BNB looks fairly like Ethereum also to some degree, right? You see, you got that break. It's not exact, but you still have that same move. And I'm not sure if y'all are familiar, but you know, usually this was an anomaly with Ethereum, but Ethereum had, their news, which pushed the entire market up. But typically, Bitcoin does that for every cryptocurrency. You know, so if Bitcoin is going to the upside, everything else follows suit, right? Um, and let's check out XRP. XRP really just consolidated. It didn't break into a high at all. It's just ranging right now. So, and that's likely because XRP hasn't had much movement in the past 2 years anyway, because they're dealing with the SEC lawsuit, and then we got ADA, which is the rounds out the top 5. But I have a few more listed here. These are the top 10, right? So ADA's been consolidating also, but yeah, just wanted to do a quick overview of that. Most cryptocurrencies today, likely 95 to 99% of them are in the red because of the move that broke down with Bitcoin. And that, like I said, everything else follows suit. But I do want to move on to the top performing asset of the week, and it's down 0.05%. So it's not down very much, but I didn't know much about this cryptocurrency, but yeah, look at that move. Insane move. It was roughly $3, ran up to, what is this, at a high of $25 over the past few days. And that was roughly after Ethereum, the day after Ethereum broke the news. But I don't think it's correlated. I tried to find like specific um news that caused this push to the upside, but I lost track of time and didn't find a specific article that caused this run up. But I did take a few notes relating to this project. So it is built on the Ethereum blockchain. Um, like I said, the ticker is BON, and it stands for Barn Bridge. So I pulled it up here. I'll show y'all. You can purchase this on Coinbase. I wouldn't purchase at these highs. But what I do want to touch on is some of the specifics relating to this coin. So Barn Bridge, it debuted in 2020. It began at a price, it ICO'd at a price of $177. So it's down. You can see it right here. It's down $185 it says here. But what I read, it said it debuted at 100. Oh, that's the all-time high. So I guess it went up like $8 after the ICO, right? But it debuted at $177, broke to an all-time high of $185, and now it's down 90%, like most cryptocurrencies out there, right? What I do like about it, it has a circulating supply of 7 million. So in terms of crypto, that is a very small supply, which which gives reason why this price had got so high of $185. So I'm not saying that it will go back to this value, because after reading about this project, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know exactly what it does. It's a little bit too technical for me. I'm gonna have to like really, really study what it is. But yeah, they have a circulating supply of 7 million, and they have a max supply of 10 million, right? And so that just gives me indication that most of their tokens are in circulation. So I wouldn't expect a lot of whales dumping, or like their team dumping, because they still had a lot that weren't in circulation, or they doing like a slow bleed of tokens into the market, which will just slowly continue to drop the price, which likely is what happened in the past year. Once it ICO'd, you just seen it. This was the top here for the entire crypto market. So in November, just like any other cryptocurrency, if you pull up a chart, most of them would likely look like this. From the top in November, they just kind of decline. But let me pull up the max real quick. So pulling up the max, they sold a lot of tokens that their debut and dropped all the way down to $19. So yeah, but Barn Bridge, what it does is, and this don't make sense to me. Like I said, it's a little bit more more technical than I've researched to understand, but it is a risk tokenizing protocol that offers smart yielding. I'm gonna do more research for y'all and see if it's worthwhile even, you know, potentially investing into this project. But I like the move that it made in the past 7 days. Will it sustain that? Highly unlikely. If there's a location where we can short this, I will be looking to short it, right? Because it broke out what in 7 days. I think it broke let me see if it'll tell me here. No, it can't tell me. It's at least 2, 3, 400%. I'm right here. 700. No, that's the all-time low. That's about right. It was at a low of roughly like $2, $3 before this breakout. So I would say it probably, what is this? 136%. 14 days, 503%. So yeah, 503% is likely the number that we're looking at from when it initially broke out, right? But yeah, that's Barn Bridge. That is the top asset over the last 7 days. And yeah, let's keep it moving, man. So, and like I said, I think let me check the markets real quick. If y'all are interested in this, yeah, it is available on Coinbase, Binance. You can buy it directly on Uniswap in a DeFi wallet. Yeah, KuCoin, my favorite exchange. So, all right, let's keep it moving though. So before we get into the primary topic, which the primary topic I didn't mention before, it is the preferred trading platforms for crypto that we use within the server. So one I'm very familiar with, and that's KuCoin. Then there's two others, which is Bybit and Bitget. And then I'm also going to briefly show y'all the brokerage that I utilize for trading crypto on the foreign exchange market, and that's Hugosway. And I'll show y'all a little bit on MetaTrader 4. That's the platform that we use in the foreign exchange market to trade everything. So, but before we do that, I want to give y'all a quick, overview of some of the different ways that you can trade on these exchanges. So the two things will be margin trading and futures trading, right? So I pulled up this article by Binance, and Binance, it gives a full, and I dropped this in the chat so y'all can read it yourselves. I'm not gonna go through it thoroughly, but I'll just show y'all some of the key points that relate to the difference between margin trading and futures trading. So I'll just read this here. So with trading pairs, margin trading offers access to exotic trading pairs. And traditional margin trading, an exotic trading pair involves two global currencies paired together. Blah, 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 blah. We ain't talking about currency pairs. I more so want to talk about cryptocurrency related pairs. So what I will touch on in this, so with margin trading on a daily basis, you incur like interest fees. With futures trading, you don't incur any fees if you're swinging a trade, right? So just be mindful of that with any exchange that you use, whether it be on KuCoin, Bybit, or Bitget, right? Expiration, as alluded to earlier, margin trades are potentially more dependent on the careful attention of a trader, and this is because they can be traded in somebody say that word, from perpetuity or continuity, right? There is no set date on which trader agrees to close the trade. The futures contracts, and more specifically quarterly futures contracts, traders must adhere to the time frame allotted in the contract, blah, 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 blah. So like I said, I'm not going to read the entire article, but I'm going to drop this article in the chat. But the difference with margin trading and futures trading, right? So with margin trading, you have an asset. that you're going to utilize this collateral. Say you have USDT and you have $100 worth. With margin trading, right? You're using that asset of $100 of USDT as collateral, and you can leverage it for 10, 5, 10, 20x of what you actually have of ownership, right? So if you have $100 worth of USDT and you want to use margin trading, you can take a 5x loan in a sense on that USDT, and now you have $500 worth of USDT, right? So it allows you to hold more of a spot token like USDT or any of these cryptocurrencies that's allowed on these trading platforms, and pretty much take a loan out on what you have as collateral at a rate of 5, 10, 20x. Now, I don't know the specifics for all of these exchanges, but we'll touch on them, and I'll try to show y'all what they actually allow, right? Now, with margin trading in comparison to futures trading, you can be more easily liquidated because at the end of the day, you pretty much took out a loan on those assets to be able to 5, 10x, right? So you have to pay back whatever you borrow in its entirety, right? So if you have, like I said, I use USDT, but USDT doesn't move. So let's say you had one Ethereum as collateral, right? And it was $1,000 at the time, right? And you 5x it. So now you have I don't know if they give you a full 5. See, I've not margin trade, but I don't know if they give you a full 5x to where now you have $6,000 per Ethereum, or you just have 5,000. I would assume they give you a full 5. So now you borrow and you're trying to margin trade, right? You take that one Ethereum that you have, which, like I said, was $1,000 worth. Now you have $6,000 worth of Ethereum. So Ethereum's price value drops to $500. At some point, you'll likely be liquidated because you reached your threshold, and you'll have to cover, the cover what you had lost in or borrowed, right? So just be mindful of that when you're trading on margin, that if the price drops significantly or you get a flash crash, you could be liquidated very fast. Now, with futures trading, it gives me puts me in the mind frame of trading options. So you don't ever actually own the asset, or you don't actually hold well, you're purchasing a contract, just like you do with trading options, right? When you trade options, you buy one contract is equal to 100 shares, right? So when you trade futures on these platforms, it's a synthetic contract also. So you don't actually own the asset when you purchase a futures contract, right? But what you do is you're gonna take an asset like a stable coin like USDT to purchase that futures contract, which I'll show y'all what that looks like in just a little bit, right? So like I mentioned, I'm not gonna read through this like in this entirety, but it covers a good thorough understanding of the difference between margin trading and futures trading. And like I mentioned before, I don't trade either of these ways with crypto. So I'm not no expert with it, but I just want to ensure that y'all have a decent understanding of what it means to margin trade or trade futures, right? So without further ado, we're gonna move on to the first exchange, which the first exchange is Bitget, right? So let this thing load up. So I'm already into it, but yeah. So with Bitget, it allows you to trade futures. I didn't see anywhere to actually margin trade, but they likely have that option also. Um, and like I mentioned before, I've not traded on these platforms, but I do like this setup. So what you would do when you initially come onto the site, you create an account, you'll have all these options up here to choose from. Um, I chose USDT futures because I would likely use USDT to purchase a contract. Then you could come here and you have a list of all of the assets that you can trade futures on, right? So I chose Matic because, and which, dang, I should have been trading this for real. Matic got up to like 90 some cent. It had one of the bigger moves in the past few weeks also. So, but yeah, you come here, excuse me, you come here and yeah, you have the option to trade a ton of cryptocurrency. So you have a long list that you can go through and capitalize on with trading them. Um, like, and if you've seen a trading view chart, like this is pretty much the same thing here. So I'm not gonna go into in depth with it. It doesn't have all the functions of trading view, like some of the indicators. I know uh some people are like starting to get familiar with the strat. It doesn't have a strat indicator in here. So, but good thing about the strat. Oh, what did I just do? See, I'm messing up. All right, cool. Good thing about the strat, if you know how to trade or read candles, you don't necessarily need the 1 2 2 1 2 2 3 3. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily need those if you can just read the candle and know exactly what it is without those numbers, right? But to keep on moving, so this is your order book, and it just tells you the current price that you you could buy this asset at, or this, yeah, this token. So right now, the bid or the highest bid for it is 0.7594, 0.7595. But this would this is if you was like putting in a limit order. So you would come here, um, you put in 0.75. I don't have any cash in this account, but if you want to do a limit order, you put the exact amount to try and match this to get filled, or if you wanted to put in the limit order based off of your technical analysis for the price to hit, and then you take a trade, you would just put it here. But this is where you will place the trade. So you have your opening, and this is where you would open a trade at using a limit order, a market order, uh, trailing stop, right? So if you were just trying to get in without, specifically um, putting in a number or a price, you can execute at a market order, choose the amount of your assets that you want to utilize, right? So 25, 50, 75%, right? Scroll down here. And if you were going, you know, call or put, buy or sell, long or short, this is what you would choose. So if you were looking to go to the upside, you'll buy a long. You're looking to go to the downside, you sell a short, right? Um, I don't see any. Oh, here it is right here. This is leverage. So you also have leverage ability on futures contracts also. And oh, this thing go 50x. Boy, y'all playing with fire. So yeah, um, if you're just, new to trading, I would not suggest you come out here and put $100 in here and, you know, go 50x leverage. Yeah, it's gonna give you a significant amount, significant amount of cash or that asset to trade with, but you certainly will lose or have the a stronger, more potential to lose when using so much more leverage because the price the value moves significantly faster. So just be careful with that. But this is pretty much what Bitget looks like. I actually like the way this kind of lays out. I always like my charts dark. I don't like the white chart. So, but this is pretty much an overview of Bitget. Let me see what else. Let me see if I can find some more stuff in here real quick. So this is the same thing, right? But instead of using USDT to purchase the contracts, let me close this out. You would use USDC, which is just another stable coin, to purchase the contracts, right? Let's scroll. Spot grid trade. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna learn it with y'all right now. I'll figure it out later when I'm playing with this a little bit more. Copy trade. I thought this was pretty dope, and I think Bybit does this also, but it allows you to copy other traders. Pretty much you get signals on their platform, and this thing moving slow, but yeah. So I believe all three of these have something similar. But I know KuCoin certainly has like a bot trading where you copy bots, or bots are just trading for you. But yeah, complete. Okay. So I guess this is where you would choose the trader that you will want to follow, which these say full. So you can see the rate in which they're, oh, you're doing pretty dang good. Yeah, so and the rate in which you're trading. So I'm gonna look into these and see if it's worth following these trades. But based off some of these percentages, some of these traders are doing well. So, but yeah, that's Bitget. Just wanted to make sure y'all had a decent understanding of what they had to offer. They have other stuff on here. But I just want to show y'all the futures trading. And yeah, let's go on, keep it moving. If y'all ain't got no questions, on make sure. No questions, no questions. Cool. If y'all got any questions, feel free to chime in at any point or send a message in the chat. All right, but let's keep it moving. We're gonna move over to Bybit, right? I really like what I was seeing from Bybit. Bybit allows futures trading. They allow trading on margin. Also, let me see. Yeah, they allow margin trading. Like I mentioned, you have borrowed funds, so it's a little bit more. Certainly a little bit more riskier doing margin trading because you have that risk of being liquidated of your entire like pool of funds. So just be mindful of that, right? Come on, computer. Y'all bear with this thing. It's slow. But yeah, Bybit is just based off of what I've seen today, and just to inform y'all, also I put in some. Oh, y'all can still hear me?
Yes.
All right, y'all seen that happen?
Yeah, you don't have enough memory.
Yeah, I see that. Give me a second.
Tighten up.
Hey, who is that?
I'm just playing.
Hey man, it's an old computer. I make it work though.
Yo, Queen said tighten up, bro.
Right. All right, so it was loading back up. But what I was saying about Bybit, right? In order to trade on Bybit, you got to have a VPN if you're in the US. So I dropped a VPN inside the Discord server under the channel preferred exchanges, trading exchanges under the crypto category. So the VPN is ExpressVPN. I think it's like $12.99 a month. So there's likely better ones out there or cheaper ones. So if you know of one, like I would try that first. But that's one that I've used in the past, and I know it works. It's allowing me to be on here now, so just be mindful of that. In order to use this, you can't use it without a VPN. So the setup here is very similar to what we just saw with Bitget, right? So you have the same similar chart. You know, you have the black O. You likely can change this to white, right? If you prefer that, you can modify, have you see fit. But it was a few things that I was looking at on here. I hope it don't. I'm not gonna do too much because I don't need my memory to to crash a computer.
You was showing
Uh,
us the leverage and the you were showing us the leverage. Yeah, that one.
I got you. I got you. I appreciate it. So yeah, under this column here, you have, you know, your normal spot trade, and that's just buying and selling your assets as you typically would on any other crypto exchange, right? But then, like I mentioned, you have margin trade. So with margin trading, they have, I see 3x leverage. So I guess they don't go up too far, right? Like like the other one did. Well, that was on futures trading on Bitget. They went up to like 50x. So just be careful with that. Like I said, anytime you use leverage, like it's a little bit more riskier because you have to pay them back, right? Um, oh, they have leverage tokens too. So these are, I was gonna show these on the KuCoin exchange, right? So on the KuCoin exchange, which I'm gonna tell you about, they have these similar tokens, but they're 3x leverage, but they're spot tokens, just like these here, which is like your normal assets, but they're just priced differently. And I'm gonna show y'all that on KuCoin. But instead of you buying a Bitcoin that moves, say 1% today, it went red in the red 1%. With 3x leverage, it would move 3%, right? Whether it be short or long. So I was gonna show y'all that because every now and then I do trade those on KuCoin if I can catch a quick move. But I'll show y'all that. So, but Bybit has that also, right? And let's keep on moving. They have trading bots, which you just provide the asset that you want to be traded, and it'll do all the trading for you. I know on KuCoin it allows you to like modify the bot to do specific things, like whether you wanted to, you know, trade for a specific things that it sees on the chart, whether it's trading to the upside or downside. So you can modify that. KuCoin, you likely can do the same thing here.
Is that trading bot free or what? What is it?
I click on it.
Do you have
It's
to pay
likely.
for
I know.
it?
Say it again.
Do you have to pay for it?
Yeah.
The
So
trading
I'm
bot?
not for certain. I'm not
Okay.
for certain at all because like I said, I'm not. I don't utilize this platform. I create this account today
Okay.
to kind of show y'all.
I've
But I
seen
know on
somebody else use it also where they did the bot, but I guess I'll just probably have to get a quick video on TikTok because TikTok be quick with it.
hey, TikTok be having a lot of the answers relating to crypto. YouTube
Yep.
is my go-to, but and Twitter. But but I know on KuCoin, like they likely charge you fees to like as you're trading, but it's not like no upfront free fee to use their bots. I have used the bot on there just to test it out. It wasn't profitable, so I just left it alone. I just much rather trade on my own. But it was probably because I just used the default bot and it wasn't trading. It wasn't made for the current market condition. So just be mindful of that.
Yeah, you had to
But
kind of
like
dig deep a little bit
with what?
with the bot because being that you just left it on default, you didn't really have it do what you wanted it to
Oh
do.
yeah. Oh
You
yeah,
didn't
yeah, yeah, yeah.
customize it.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't. I just was like, all right, let me try this bot. And then I found out that you could customize it. Like with this, here you can create your own now. So it's likely the same way, but then you can come and copy the bots that are already created that are showing that they're profitable also. So KuCoin has a similar setup just like this. I was just like, all right, here go $50. Let me see what this thing does. So I didn't really put too much into it to see if it was successful. Me personally, I just much rather trade on my own. So yeah, those are the trading bots and the ability that you can, what you can take advantage of. Like you can see some of these folks are very profitable in the past 7 days. So it's something to play with. But yeah, after looking at Bybit today, like I'm probably gonna be really digging into this exchange. I like their setup. I like things that
You know,
they're providing.
someone I know said that they used the leverage part of it, and I think they said that they put 60 in there. They borrowed 40,000 and they bought a car. And then when it went up, because they chose like different types of coins, and then when it went up, it basically paid for that loan.
You talking about on one of these exchanges, or you talking about borrowing against your crypto assets?
But yeah, he did the leveraging.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a fact. I did a class on that probably about a month and a half ago now. Yeah.
Do
On
you have the
Aave
link?
platform, you can
Is it
certainly
on
do
your
that.
YouTube channel?
It's on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
So speaking on that, y'all, hey, that is the hidden gem in cryptocurrency, borrowing against your assets. I'm gonna just take a brief. I'm gonna go off topic real quick because she brought it to my attention. Borrowing against your assets is the gem that you need to take advantage of. I'm telling you, like there's ways, and I talk about it in that class. Like there's ways that you can, you know, not get liquidated of your assets, no matter what the price of the tokens are doing that you're borrowing against. So I talk about it in there, and I have another class on it. Don't even worry, I'm gonna teach y'all about it because as we continue to decline in this market, you want to borrow against your. This is not financial advice. Let me say that. You want to borrow against your assets when the prices are low. So when they do get a lot higher, you can use that collateral to pay off your loan. You don't have to come back and take that money. Say let me just say, you put in $5,000.
Bro, go ahead and spill it for like at least 10 minutes and tell
Look,
them the look. And this is the only thing I'll say for a quick second. If you don't know what borrowing against your asset is, to try to make it tangible to your mind, it's like a life insurance policy or like getting a trust fund, right? Or a trust, right?
that's a fact.
And
That's a fact.
and yeah, see, and basically it's you borrowing against your trust or your life insurance. And I'm
That's
not
a
sure if
fact.
everybody knows about that, but that's exactly what it is without cryptocurrency. But there's more benefits in cryptocurrency. It's basically the life hack. But yeah.
It is. But the difference is this. That collateral that you put up, it can pay off the loan itself because you're dealing with, I mean, crypto is depreciating right now, but you're dealing with an appreciating asset. So when Bitcoin goes back to 60K, say you put in $20,000, you borrowed against Bitcoin at 20,000, right? And it goes back up to 60K. You can take that collateral that you deposited and pay off your loan. You'll never have to come back and pay off that loan out of pocket from the loan that you took. Just keep that in mind. That's all I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna do another class on it.
Yes, do another
Because
class.
that right there, that's where the money is at. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So
Like you can
while the market
literally,
is red, that's what some people do, right?
Yeah, that's what you do. Like me personally, every red cent I gotta put in circulation through that machine. I'm taking it through there. Soon as it come into my deposit, I'm taking it through, borrowing against it, and putting it back in my account, or I'm buying more crypto, whatever I want to do, pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? That's every red cent got to go through the cycle. So it allows you to accumulate more assets and borrow against them and let your collateral pay that loan off that you borrow. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's keep it moving though. This is Bybit. Um, this is Bybit. Those were the bots. It has a lot of other things you can do, but like I said, the key thing here is we were talking about. Dang, this thing moving slow. Hey, y'all bear with this computer, right? um, the futures trading, you will go under derivatives to trade, and like I mentioned earlier, futures trading is similar to like trading options because you're purchasing a contract. You're not actually purchasing assets, although it moves, it works in the same form like you were buying a spot uh token, right? So just like Bitget, you would come here, you have your optional limit orders, market orders, conditional, whatever that means. Conditional order is activated only when the trigger price is reached. Oh, okay. That's just like okay, that makes sense. Kind of. I'll read deeper into it. But this is where you create your order. All of this is very similar to Bitget, like I mentioned before. Um, let's put it back on limit order. You can come here if you want to put 10, 25, 50% of what you currently hold in that asset to trade. Your asset that you'll need to trade is USDT. Um, where is this thing at? I think it's here. Yeah, so here's your list of all the cryptocurrencies that you can trade on Bybit. So I'm definitely gonna play with Bybit a little bit more. From what I read, Bybit has better fees in comparison to these other platforms, Bitget and KuCoin, when trading futures. So that's a plus. I'm all about saving somehow, right? This is where you have the various leverage opportunities. So they, whew, that thing go up to 100x. Don't do that, people. Be safe. Be safe. That's all I'm gonna say. So you can go long and you can leverage at 100x of what you got. So that means if you got $1, you can you can leverage $1 into 100, right? So just keep in mind that you have that power when trading futures are on margin mode, is what they say through this future. So just keep in mind about that, right? Um, hold on, let me make sure that's yeah. All right, but yeah, if y'all are interested in Bybit, feel free. I dropped that link in the server so you can gain access to Bybit to create an account. So if you interested, I actually like what I see from that platform. I'm gonna test it out myself. But let's keep it moving. I want to show y'all KuCoin, which KuCoin is definitely my favorite centralized exchange, right? Um, I'm usually using KuCoin on my phone, so it may be foreign to me here on desktop. So hopefully this thing don't crash. Like, here we go. I got too much going on this computer right now. I'm gonna close this.
I just want to
All
say
right.
that I like when you and Moody get together because y'all feed off each other's energy.
Oh yeah, man, that's my brother, man. Me and
That's
Moody,
my
look,
brother. We're brothers.
listen,
Shut
me and
up.
Moody, he's stupid. Look, me and Moody, man, we be on the phone sometimes like for hours. And I mean, we could practically talk about anything. So yeah, that's my brother. So yeah, it's natural. Like he give me
Right.
energy. Like Moody keep me motivated at times. So that's my
Yeah,
dog
and
to the
Yeah, me
sometimes
end.
too,
So
and
bro.
sometimes
I don't
he
know if
knows
this
how
thing
to
gonna come
he
up
knows
because
sometimes
my
he knows how
computer
to
is retarded.
look, sometimes Moody knows how to dumb it down for us.
You think so? What you trying to
Yeah,
say? I'm slow?
you do know how to dumb it down for some of us that really still confused. You know
I
how to dumb
appreciate
it down for us.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I try my best, man. But yeah, bro, you motivate me as well, man.
Man, I don't know if I'm gonna get. Look, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show y'all KuCoin. This ain't tripping. So, hey, what I will say, if it comes up or don't, KuCoin allows you to do all the same things that those other platforms allow. But like I mentioned before on KuCoin, um, that Bybit has also, it allows you to do those triple leverage spot tokens. So meaning just like with a triple leverage ETF, right? Long or short ETF or bull or bear ETF in the stock market. You like we were just talking about this a few days ago with the SPY. So with the SPY, they have, you know, various triple leverage bull and bear um ETFs that correlate with SPY. So with SPY, you have SPXS, which is the short that or the inverse of SPY or inverse of SPXL. SPXL is the long version, which pretty much is identical to SPY. This thing not gonna load, man. I'm sorry about this. I'm gonna have to throw the whole computer away. I throw the whole computer away. But
Now don't do that. If I wasn't eating, man, I'd pull it up myself, bro.
it's all good, bro. But yeah, just keep that in mind. So out of these three, KuCoin is the one that I'm most familiar with. And all the different things it has, KuCoin has a lot of things that you can do on it, right? But it does everything that these platforms do, plus a few more things. So just keep that in mind. The layout is very similar to what you see on Bybit and Bitget as far as the charting. It has the same similar style like TradingView. Um, yeah, that's the gist of it. But I'm not gonna. Hopefully, these other pages open up. But if not, it is what it is. But I just want to touch on the information relating to them. So we're gonna move on though. My preferred method of trading cryptocurrency is in the foreign exchange market, right? And this is the brokerage that I use. It's called Hugosway. I do not know if this is the greatest brokerage to use. I honestly don't know how many other brokerages in the foreign exchange market that allow you to trade crypto. I don't know that. This is just the one that I stuck with when I learned about Forex. And yeah, with Hugosway, they allow you to trade not only crypto, they allow you to trade commodities, indices, the major currency pairs. You can also trade stocks um on Hugosway. So I've traded Tesla, I've traded Apple, I've traded Amazon, I've traded what else? I was trading SPX last week when Jordan was putting out SPX trades on through Hugosway, right? So, but yeah, what I like, these are the cryptocurrencies that you can trade through Hugosway. I primarily trade Bitcoin, um, Ethereum. I trade. I'm actually in a trade on Litecoin right now. Um, XMR, which is Monero, XRP, Zcash. I feel like they're missing some. Doge is not up here, but you can trade Doge also. So there's a lot that's still not listed here that you can trade, which is It's dope. That's my preferred way of trading cryptocurrency. But I want to show y'all what it looks like on MetaTrader 4. So don't stall out on me. Stick with me now. Okay. All right. So I don't trade. Y'all tell me if y'all can see my screen. Y'all see the screen?
Yeah. I just
Yes.
They say close Minecraft. So that Minecraft, that's just a web page. I don't know how to play Minecraft, man.
Look at you, bro. Over there playing kid games and stuff.
Look, I don't
You
know how
got
to
the
play.
computer all
I
slow.
am not a gamer. I am not a gamer.
You know Minecraft, a whole metaverse, bro. No, stop.
Oh, let me ask this. So Son said, yeah, can you do the leverage? Yes, you can. On KuCoin, for sure you can do paper trading. On yeah, you can for sure do paper trading for leverage trading on KuCoin. And if I'm not mistaken, I read the same thing on Bybit. So but yeah, for sure you can do it on KuCoin. If it would have pulled up, I would have showed you that. But yeah, it ain't doing that right now. So this is MetaTrader 4. So when you create an account on Hugosway, you have to then also create or download the application on your phone or your desktop, which is MT4, MetaTrader 4, right? And this is the trading platform that Forex traders utilize to trade currency pairs, stocks, crypto, commodities, indexes. So, but I created this demo account so y'all can kind of see what it looks like. So this is the platform, and be mindful, like when I trade most of the time on MetaTrader 4, I don't use this desktop. I'm on my phone. So the mobile version works great. But for you to pull up, or these are all the cryptocurrencies that you can trade on the demo account. Well, actually, it was more than this, but these are the ones that are attached to US, like that have a pair with USD. So I just pulled all those down. So, like I said, you got BTC, Ethereum Classic, so on and so forth. I always have the dollar pulled up when I trade cryptocurrency because typically, if the dollar is going up, crypto Bitcoin specifically will be going down. So they're usually inverse of each other. So just be mindful of that. And then occasionally I trade US 30, SPX 5, or NAS 100. And those are indices. So, but to pull up more things to trade, you're gonna right click on this little table here and you'll go to symbols. And once you go to symbols, you can scroll and you have this tree of all the different things that you can trade. People, I don't know why more people don't trade stocks on the Forex market, because I say it all the time. Moody, I say it like you don't have any time decay. You don't have theta issues. So, but you have this long list of stocks that you could trade. You get the same move. It's the same candles. The numbers might be slightly different, but the market, it opens and closes the same time as a stock market. So yeah, but you could trade all these assets. But I'm gonna get off that. I'm gonna go back to y'all, showing y'all the cryptocurrencies that they have. So, but yeah, these are all the cryptocurrencies that you can trade. And like I said, there's actually more when you're using a live account. Okay, there go Doge. I think they're all here because I didn't see Doge on that main screen. But yeah, every now and then they add more coins here, so you could trade. So I just added the pairs that I was familiar with for the most part that had USD on the end. I should have added Dash. I forget what Dash is, but yeah. But that's how you add it. You click on crypto, you select the item, and you select show, right? And then if you don't want to have it displayed anymore, you can hit hide and it'll go away. Let me add dot though. I do want to show dot. I add this one too. So then you close it and then they'll be here. Pull this up here, right? So we just gonna test this out real quick. I think I got a message in the chat. Let me see. Oh, okay, K-Son, you probably talking about the paper trading on KuCoin. So yeah. And says, you mean you can trade option contract for stock too on the platform? So you're not actually trading.
Put them
And I
on,
hope you.
bro. Put them on. This is what D-Wiz does while we be over there trading options and stuff. And people be like, yo, Tesla calls. He be like, oh, y'all going for Tesla? Well, let me look at my levels. That's how he been killing
Yeah.
SPY. Well, SPX, not SPY, every time
Oh
Dre puts
yeah.
it up.
Oh yeah. Every
He's
time.
trying to get
So.
me to turn over, but I won't do it.
So you're not actually buying any contracts over here. You just buying. You're not buying any contracts. And to be honest with you, because I'm not no forex expert, I just know how the platform works. I just know how to trade on it. That's it. But you're not buying contracts in the foreign exchange market, right? You're just using leverage. And I think my settings currently are like 100x, and I think Hugosway can go up to like 500x. So you can have crazy leverage in the forex market, and some other brokerages likely have even higher leverage abilities. I think I have the settings here at like 100x right now. So, but I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like to get into a trade. So you have this function here where you can like immediately get into a trade. So just to briefly give y'all an understanding of what this is the size of your trade. This is the smallest value that you can have when trading in the forex market, which is, I forget what they call. I forget what the size is called, but this is your lot size is what it's called. This is the smallest rate in which you could trade. So I could change this and say 1, right? And I'm gonna actually place this trade because it's a demo account. And I'm just gonna place something, and I don't know. Let me zoom out some. Let's zoom out a little bit. And we on a 1-minute chart. All right. So the difference when trading on here, like you see where it says sell and buy. When you place a sell order, that's like placing a put option, right? When you place a buy order, that's like placing a call. So it's just, it's a little bit more simpler in the terms in which we use on a regular, right? So this is the 1-click buy button, but you can also come here and select new order, and you can specifically type in like the rate in which I want to trade, like the lot size, like I was just saying. So this is the same thing. Right now I have it at 1 over here. So I just leave it at 1. I could come here and make my stop loss. Let's see. We're going to set the stop loss at 21,044. Right?
2275, bro.
What you looking at? Huh?
Your chart also set it at 2275 so you don't get stopped up.
At 2270? Hold on. That's what. Oh
Wait,
yeah, you're right. Well,
you doing a buy or sell? I don't know.
I was just gonna do a buy. I'm gonna do a sell too. So that's why I put it beneath it. But
man, bro,
all right, we'll put.
I haven't done a 1 yet. That's scary.
Oh yeah. That's hey. You about to see what these numbers look like.
I'm going on mute.
You about to see what these numbers look like. All right. So now I put my take profit at 21,080. Which, dang, where'd it go? Okay, yeah. And you can see it on this line chart here, but once I place it, you'll see it. Oh dang, did it jump above? Dang, it already did. See, I would have been in the money. I'm tripping, talking too much. But so like I said, you can use this 1-click button here and do the same thing, but you're not gonna be able to put your stop loss and take profit immediately. So when I use my mobile phone, Dang, I'm gonna have to adjust it again. Look at this. All right.
I was just about to say that little line chart, catch the bull flag. It was gone. It's gonna do it again. Catch the flag. Catch the flag. Cup in hand. Place the
All
buy.
right.
Buy. Buy.
All right, I'm gonna hit buy now. So the trade is in. You see this bottom line here? That's my stop loss, which is probably
Tony
about to
looking
hit it.
at line charts.
Yeah, so so this line at the bottom, like I said, that's my stop loss. That was my entry right above. That was a terrible entry. And this will be
I've
my
been saying you have me looking at these line charts.
this will be my, hold on. What is this? No, my buy is this high. Oh, that's the spread. I'm gonna tell y'all about that too. The spread, when this is one thing that I don't like about trading in a forex market. You have a spread. So
Oh,
your
you're about to get
entry,
stopped out.
yeah, I'm about to lose some cash. How much I lost?
Ooh,
Ooh,
it
that's
went. Ooh, the buyers, come on.
look.
Come
So I could
on,
close
y'all
this trade
can do
early if I wanted to, right? To close it, I would just come here and right click because the trade populates down here. You can see how much I started with $5,000. The current equity I have is 4,260, right? So I'm down. How much? I'm down $749. That's
Off the
because I'm
rip.
using a lot size of a 1, right? You don't want to do that early on when you're coming into trading in this market. So if I go into the profit, I'm just gonna close this trade manually.
Yeah, you
But
should, bro. You at support, bro. You just got to the middle of the range. You just need
yeah,
some
so
buyers to come through.
yeah, so if it goes higher and breaks above my my entry, oh see that's terrible.
Hey, look, let's talk candles. Let's talk candles. Look, make it bigger. You see why I stop it right there? It's because of that bull flag, how it broke all the way down. You see how that green candle and the new green one just opened up. Oh, man. It's
Hold on.
literally in the middle of the levels. Look at that small candle. It represents that other small candle to the left. That other small candle to the left. Go to the left. Go to the left. Right there. All of those candles open
Yeah.
up at the same time. You see, so that wick is called price action. The wick on that last green bar, that one, that was the price action. That was the bulls coming in trying to like, all right, are we gonna break that resistance? Because if he draws a line where it's at right now, that is resistance. You'll see like how you got pin bars bouncing off of it and things of that nature. And there's breakouts right there.
Yo, can you still see anything
Look, it's
moving?
in the middle of the RSI. It makes sense.
Oh, yeah, it's sitting at the median.
Yeah.
So
this is the 1 minute.
yeah, this is a 1 minute, but
Oh,
that
this
candle,
my baby.
bro, is that candle moving for you? I know this computer acting stupid. It didn't move.
Nah,
It
it's
didn't
not
go
moving.
up or down.
No, it's
Okay.
not moving, bro. Yo, you Gucci. It's the 1 minute, bro. They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to. It's the price action. They
I just
have to
know
try to see if they're gonna
sometimes,
break out.
okay, yeah, we
See,
got to
told
break.
you. I'm such a man. Let me get off this.
Stupid man. So look, yeah, I'm gonna let it play out. I might just close it a little early. I'll take a L. It's free money. But this is a demo account. You and on almost every brokerage that you can use to trade in the forex market, you can have a demo account. You can even come on MetaTrader 4 itself and create a demo account, but you won't be able to trade cryptocurrencies by doing that. So just keep that in mind. But this is my preferred way of trading cryptocurrency. And like I said, I typically do it on my phone. So I had to like do a small crash course of myself, like modifying this chart and doing stuff earlier today to make this thing work. But it's pretty simple. I will drop the Hugosway platform or brokerage inside the preferred trading platforms and or in the preferred trading exchanges channel. So y'all will know exactly where to go. Go on, take me out, man. Go on, take it out. So
They ain't gonna say, don't talk like that, bro. Don't talk. Why are we talking like that? You talking against yourself. We gonna
look, I'm a
stop playing.
look. Let me see. Let me see. Let me
Wait.
see if I can do this. Something. Let me see.
I be trying to whisper back to them. Wait, come on. Told you. Come on, wait. Stop playing. Oh, see, you fake me out. I thought we had a green kid too.
I'm trying to see.
Told you, man. Just wait. You know what I'm saying? That was the breakout. That was the breakout off the price action off of the new. Like you can see, like that's a minimum for the 1 minute is a minimum support. So that was the breakout. This is the retest. That red candle, boom. Now we're gonna see if these bulls strong like they talking. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of created an inverted pin. I say inverted head and shoulders. If you look at it, yeah.
I'm gonna play with this more. Like I said, I don't never trade on my desktop on MT4, but
it's kind of cool, bro.
Yeah, I might begin messing with it more. I probably won't, but I'll probably mess with it here and there. I just like the convenience of do it on my phone. But yes, I was gonna come here and modify it, but I'm gonna just let it play out. Whether it hits my take profit or hits my stop loss. So, but yeah, that's how you create a trade, or you just come here, create a new order. If you want to modify the trade, your trade it'll fall down here in this area. You just right click on it and go to modify. You can close it, or you can go and create a new order if you want to get into another trade. Look like it's about to go red. So yeah, but then you can also come here and look, I'm about to, go on there. So I'm just gonna hit a sell and try to counteract this. Now I got 2 trades in. I didn't hedge the other trade. Do not do this. Do not do this. Right? But that's how you utilize this function here, which is the 1-click buy or sell, right? And like I said, the trade fell down here. So now you have a buy in and you have a sell order in. So, that buy is ugly. But because I believe, I'm gonna close this buy. I'm gonna just go and take this L. I'm gonna take this L. Close that order. I took that L. I'm down.
Boo.
$850, right? So I'm gonna leave the sell order in because my bias is I'm gonna come back a few days later and I might be a millionaire. Because my bias is the market is gonna go red, right? But yeah, but this is the gist of it. Like, if you want to modify this chart,
see, now that you put in the candles like that, it's just bear flagging. It's giving you a little higher highs, but yeah, it hasn't given you a new low for real. But it's close to that PMG.
Yeah,
really close to that PMG. But you see that RSI, it's a test, man. This is the 1 minute. That's a bullish divergence happening if you look at the RSI.
No, we on the day now, bro. It's
a day. It's a day? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I just shifted it.
Never mind. We dying. I just moved Trust me, blood tomorrow. I'm off.
Oh,
My bad.
Nah, I agree with you. So just like on TradingView or any other platform that you use for charting, like you could come here and modify this chart. You just come to properties, change all the color schemes. When you first open this platform, like you'll have a bunch of grid lines. I don't like to see grid lines on my chart. That's just me. I don't care for the separators. Well, I think I have the separators for the, no, I don't. But you can have it where, let's see, is this it? It probably is, but I don't use it. But yeah, I removed the grid lines because I don't care to see it. I dropped the RSI on here, and to insert, you just go, insert indicators, you go to insert indicators, and then you have a list of all of the indicators you can use, everything. Well, majority of the stuff that the normal stuff that you use. You can't use a strat on here. But like I had mentioned before on those other platforms, you know how to, if you know what a 1 is, a 2 is, a 3 is, like you can see that with the naked eye. You don't have to have those numbers on there if you train yourself long enough. Like right now, we got
Hey,
a 1 candle.
D-Wiz, I appreciate you for putting some respect on the strat name. Thank you.
Huh?
I appreciate you for putting some respect on the strat's name. Thank you. You never need the numbers. Just like you said, you just gotta identify what the 3 candles are.
Yeah, that's it. That is it. That is it. The strat, like I'm gonna say this briefly, like the strat isn't like you don't need an indicator really. Like if you train your eye long enough, then you know what you're looking at. Like we got a 1 candle here. We got a 2 up here. We got that looks like a 1. No, it's a 2 down here. You know what I'm saying? We went 2 up here. We went 2 down. We got a 1 here. So like once you train your eye, it's very easy to see those candles and what those numbers are. The number is just to like trick your mind to understand what you're looking at a little better. Yeah, the strat saved my life. So,
man, you saved my life with this MT4. Stop playing.
so, but this is MT4. When using the Hugosway brokerage, like I said, this is my primary means of trading crypto. This is what I prefer to use for trading crypto. You can utilize a paper account, paper trading account, a demo account. That's what I'm utilizing right now. So this is the gist of it. Like I said, all of these platforms that we covered today, Bitget, Bybit, KuCoin, MT4, they all have mobile versions, and they all work fairly well. So yeah, I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna let that trade run though. So if I get liquidated, it is what it is. Let me touch on this real quick. When you trade in the Forex market or trade on MT4, your entire account is accessible. So when you enter a trade, right, there's a cost to get into that trade, right? After that, everything that you have in your account is accessible to be at a loss. So that's why it's like imperative that you put a stop loss. At minimum, have a mental stop loss. But if you're gonna step away from your trade, please set a stop loss. Because I've went to sleep on a trade and I woke up remembering that I was in a trade and didn't put a stop loss and was praying that my entire account wasn't liquidated because of that, because I was likely over leveraged. I don't do that stuff so much anymore, but when I first started trading in this market,
Keyword so much anymore.
that is very key. So yeah, but I certainly don't. I do not go to sleep without setting a stop loss. I don't do that no more. Yeah, I done been burned. So
No, that's
just
a
keep
fact.
that in
That's a
mind.
fact.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Like you can wake up and everything be gone. So trading in the Forex market, you know, took my risk management levels to the roof by making sure that I always have at minimum a mental stop loss somewhere where I'm like, nah, this is it. And I'm not gonna shift that, you know, lower or higher depending on which way I'm trading. So, but yeah, that is the gist of that. I did want to touch on something else. Give me 1 second. I did want to cover, as long as this page don't die out on us, right? So those were the 4 exchanges, so 4 ways that we could trade crypto, that we prefer to trade crypto within the server, right? Bitget, Bybit, KuCoin, and using Hugosway brokerage through MetaTrader 4, right? If y'all got any questions about those, as I continue to like test them out, like I said, I've not traded on Bitget or Bybit yet. I have traded on KuCoin. I've done a little bit of everything on KuCoin, but I don't personally trade futures on KuCoin. I have tested the margin trading on KuCoin a couple times. So if y'all got questions about that, just hit me. And as I start testing these more, like we can learn together as far as the best way to trade on, or which one of these are the best. Like, but as of now, like I'm still fairly a newbie to trading futures on these platforms, but I just want to make sure y'all were aware of the ones that we use in the server, right? Um, Before we roll though, I want to touch on a couple things that's been very prominent in the market. Like I mentioned, over the last 14 days, and this is me covering like the top news in the past week, and then we're gonna go into our AMA. So in the past week, like it says here, July 20th, Polygon, and I touched on this earlier, Matic, they went through um, this upgrade, and I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with Polygon or Matic, which ticker is the name. It is a side chain, or no, it is the layer 2 of the Ethereum blockchain, which allows Ethereum to have a way or a side chain that has extremely less transaction fees. So Polygon has the power of Ethereum and the security of Ethereum, but on top of that, it has extremely low gas fees. So this this upgrade will allow Polygon to scale a lot more, meaning that it'll be able to process more transactions. It'll allow it to have even cheaper gas fees. Um, there's a lot of things that Polygon benefited from this upgrade, and it made it more of just a layer 2, but more of a blockchain in itself upon the Ethereum blockchain, which that's a little bit technical or maybe a little bit difficult to understand, but I just want y'all to know that this was a major move for Polygon. Polygon also just had a partnership with Disney. Um, in the past, I want to say they had a partnership with Walmart. Like Polygon is a gem. And I mentioned this like a week ago that I've been dollar cost averaging into Polygon because Polygon will be major, in my opinion, going forward, especially if Ethereum cannot find a remedy for their gas fees. People will be looking for something that has the security of Ethereum, but with cheaper gas fees, and you don't have to look any further than Polygon to do that. So I just want to touch on that briefly. This upgrade was major for Polygon. So if you don't have any Polygon, like I'm not telling you to buy, but look into it for sure. Also, I use Polygon to borrow against my assets, which I'm gonna tell y'all about in another class. And I dropped that video on the channel so y'all can catch up on that also. So the other thing was last week Tesla sold. I'm sure all of y'all heard about Tesla selling their Bitcoin, which was 75% of the supply that they own, right? Which was, like I said, it's here $936 million worth of Bitcoin. Yeah, that's a lot of money, but if they sold in one day, you likely wouldn't even notice because Bitcoin's market cap is like 300 some billion. So that's a lot of money to us, but in the largest scope of things, like even if they told us they sold one day on a specific day, we likely couldn't identify that on the chart because it's still not a significant amount in comparison to the market cap of Bitcoin, right? But one thing that I did notice too, they said they hadn't sold any Dogecoin. This man is really in love with Dogecoin, and hey, it is what it is. I ain't got no beef with Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin will stand the test of time. This is the the thing that he saw earlier about Minecraft. So I do not play Minecraft. Maybe it is slowing my computer down, but I'm about to close it in just a second, right? But I wanted to show y'all this because
Man,
Minecraft
look,
came
he
out.
played Minecraft. Stop the cap, bro. This
Bro, I
boy
ain't played
playing.
a
Sorry,
I ain't play,
this man playing Minecraft.
listen, bro, I ain't played a video game probably 5, 10 years. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am not gonna lie to you. I ain't got the
My
time.
apologies, bro. I didn't mean to call you boy. I meant to call you a man, but no, I just had to say that because I know we also recorded. But my apologies, my brother.
Oh yeah, man. So, but yeah, Minecraft, they outlawed NFTs on their what I don't even know what Minecraft is for. It's just a game, a metaverse, or some what they're trying to create. I don't know. But they block NFTs from being authorized to use on their game, right? Which impacted this major NFT project that was building this world on Minecraft, right? So now that project is NFT world. They have their own token, um, and a bunch of other stuff that was, working in hopes that they could build up on Minecraft. But Minecraft was like, not today, not ever, right? But they plan to create their own metaverse themselves, NFT world that is, or Minecraft like metaverse that'll allow them to do the same things. Will it be successful? I don't know. Minecraft is major. Like I know my nephew was playing Minecraft and it was driving his mind crazy because that's all he wanted to do all day, all night. He wouldn't want to go to sleep. So you had to force him to go to sleep because he was playing Minecraft all day. So but yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. It just shows me that some, you know, major corporations, because I believe Minecraft is owned by Microsoft, right? So some of these major corporations are gonna be giving some pushback to the adoption of crypto related assets and for their own agenda, right? I'm not gonna be a conspiracy theorist around it, but maybe they want to slow the adoption. I'm not sure. But just keep in mind, just be mindful that there will be some people that say no, no, no to the adoption of NFTs and cryptocurrency, no matter how beneficial they could be to um, to their ecosystem. And this is the NFT World's project. Hopefully, this thing load up. If it don't, all right, here it is on OpenSea. So what you'll see here is when they announced that news, NFT World's uh, floor price for their NFTs dropped like significantly. I think it was, I ain't gonna say significantly because I remember this thing was over 10 Ethereum at one point. And but after that news, it dropped down to here it is. So the news hit like the 19th, and they were at 3.3 Ethereum on average. That was the average sales. And they dropped down to like almost in a half a day or what in a day, they dropped down to almost one Ethereum flat. So could be a buying opportunity if they are successful, creating their own metaverse world, and creating their own Minecraft. If they get enough people that are interested, they could pool in. They create a decentralized autonomous organization, which is a DAO. They could potentially, create that and use funding from the people that pull together to create that. But I don't know. I just want to bring that to y'all awareness that, some of the companies that live in Web 2 will give some pushback to the Web 3 world, uh, which involves NFTs and cryptocurrency. Let me check the chat. Hans Trails. I made 10K with Dogecoin off $500. Yeah, I got a bag too. I'm not selling any of the Doge that I got because I sold enough to just keep what I have. I'm not buying anymore, but Yeah, I'm just hold what I got. So yeah, Doge is I foresee Doge outliving a lot of these coins that are actually good projects. They just will be, you know, outpaced by better projects and be left in the sand, left alone. So Kason says, what are some other good cryptos buy that are in major discounts? Man, all of them. But I'm gonna go. I give you some specifics. Um, let's go to CoinGecko, and we'll go to all the coins by market cap. So I mentioned one already. Matic. It's at a discount because it's still down extremely from its highs, but I wouldn't buy Matic. Like I wouldn't create an entry into Matic if you were trying to dollar cost average. I wouldn't create an entry right now. Give it about a week when the market is red, because I foresee us going down if we get some bad news here tomorrow and Wednesday. So Matic is a great coin, which is Polygon. This is it here. But like I said, give it some days to drop back down because it ran up significantly in the past 2 weeks. BNB, eh, so BNB is down significantly, but when you look at this price value, like that's unattractive to a lot of people because they're so used to buying coins that look like this. They got 12 zeros to the right of the decimal, and they thinking, I can be a millionaire if it go to a penny or a dollar. Shiba Inu is never gonna go to a penny. Just side note. Um, but BNB has potential to get back to its highs, which is over $1,000. So it's not the greatest investment to get into, but it's cheap, and I foresee it stand the test of time. It is a carbon copy of Ethereum with cheaper fees. Somebody said something. XRP, yes. XRP, when it is successful with fighting off the SEC, XRP will rise and will be adopted at an extreme rate. So if you don't have XRP, it is definitely one to consider. It will be adopted by countries. It will be adopted by major corporations. Like the issue that Russia and China, they're creating their own form of the SWIFT system. Like XRP does that at a cheaper rate. So yeah, XRP is a buy for me. Cardano is a buy for me. Cardano was at a high when it was at a little over $3. Once it broke over $3, it started dying out from there. Cardano is a buy. Solana is not a buy. I don't care what this says. Until Solana can fix their blockchain issues to where their blockchain doesn't shut down every so months, Solana is not a buy for me. Nobody wants to operate on a blockchain that has outages like when your power goes out. You know what I'm saying? You can't handle folks' money or their assets like that. So I'm a little down on Solana right now. Solana was great for me like a year or two ago. So I mentioned Dogecoin. I believe Dogecoin will stand the test of time. It could fall back because a lot of these projects below it actually provide a utility and function like Polkadot. There's no reason why Dogecoin should be ahead of Polkadot because of the utility in which Polkadot provides. Polkadot is a buy. It is a major buy. $6.71 Polkadot is a buy for me, right? This is extremely underpriced. Polkadot is a layer 0 blockchain, meaning it is a blockchain that connects blockchains together to be able to transact with each other. So right now, you don't have the ability to buy assets on Solana and send them to Cardano seamlessly, right? Polkadot provides functions that'll allow you to do things like that. And 5 to 10 years from now, there will be cryptocurrencies being used as a form of payment, multiple cryptocurrencies being used as a form of payment. And the one thing that you don't want to fall risk in is going somewhere and wanting to pay for something in crypto and them saying, oh, well, yeah, we don't accept that cryptocurrency as a form of payment. Well, Polkadot will provide a function that allows you to use their system, which is a parachain, to connect to other blockchains to utilize the form of payment that you choose to pay with. So Polkadot is a buy. DAI is a stable coin. Shiba Inu is if you got some, just hold on to it. But I am not buying Shiba Inu. No hard feelings with Shiba Inu. It is what it is. It's the little brother of Dogecoin. I already spoke about Polygon. Avalanche is a buy at $20. It is a buy. This is at this point, I would say Avalanche is the second best smart contract blockchain next behind Cardano, and that competes with Ethereum. So Avalanche will likely be up here in the near future, or going into the next bull run, right? Tron is Tron is a sleeper. Tron actually, out of almost all of the cryptocurrencies, Tron declined the least. Like most cryptocurrencies declined in this bear market 80, 90%. I think Tron declined 60, 70%. They've been sustaining a lot better than everything else. Tron actually could be a buy. I won't say that it shouldn't be bought. What I don't like about Tron is a lot of things that are built on Tron are typically scam like projects, and but it has the same functions that Ethereum has at a cheaper rate. So, and it hasn't been exploited. So Tron could be a buy. It's just not something I would be buying. I don't even know what this is. FTX. It's a buy. It's a buy. They're doing major things. They buying other crypto exchanges. Crow is a buy. Chainlink is a buy. Like, I can go on and on, but I don't want to give y'all a list that long. I'm just telling y'all the projects that I'm either already in or I'm dollar cost averaging in, that I foresee as great projects. ApeCoin, it's a buy too. ApeCoin is a buy. I love the way that Atom is a buy too. I need to do more research
Big
on
buy.
Atom is a
Big buy.
buy.
No, Atom is a big buy. VeChain, big buy.
VeChain is a buy. You keep naming them, I'll tell you. Yeah, those are buys.
I love that people know these. Let me go to the chat.
Yeah, so what else? Sandbox, it's a buy. It's the top
Big
metaverse
buy.
project.
Filecoin is a buy.
Filecoin is a buy.
H
I just
bar
read
is
about
a buy.
H-bar is a buy. I don't like how centralized they are, but it's a buy. The technology is proven.
Yo, how you feel about internet computer, ICP?
They are even more centralized than H-bar. So when ICP came out, I like what they provide.
I remember the price.
I like what they provide. Let's click on it. I like what they do, but I like what they said they would do. I don't know if they're accomplishing anything because I haven't looked at them
What was the all-time
since what their price value was. Look at this.
high?
Somebody come look at this. This thing down 99%. So people are calling ICP a rug pull.
Oh
Could
my
be.
God.
It could be.
Yo, you should just short it to 0.
Look at this.
Would you just
So
look
yeah.
at that?
So yeah, ICP, based off of
Yo,
what
that's
they
a
were saying
huge
that they were
bear
gonna do,
flag. How do you recover from that bear flag, bro?
you don't recover from this. I don't think they recover. I don't think they recover. But like
That's
I
like a
said,
major decline. All right, my
I
bad. Go
think
ahead, bro.
I think they had like, so like I read what it says.
Keyword had.
ICP is the world's first blockchain that is capable of running at web speed at unrestricted capacity. Like I don't know what they're building because I've not seen anything since their debut. Like they had a
700
lot of
to $9, bro. What are you building?
yeah, that's a rug. So they had a
Yo, they built the magic carpet.
that's it. That is it. So look, they had what was it? They had a lot of VCs, venture capitalists, like invest in the ICP. Like I was seeing this on Bloomberg and all this other stuff before they debuted. And the day they debuted, yeah, they went from this. What was it? What they opened at? I don't even remember, but it was
I
low,
made money and then I lost
fairly
it.
low.
I bought it on
Ran up.
Coinbase.
Yeah, ran up, and yeah, it's been in the decline since even before the crash that happened in November of last year. So
It's been having dead cat bounces since it came out, bro.
yeah, I'm staying away from ICP though. Staying away from it.
I just need a confirmation.
Ain't no recovering from that. Yeah, ain't no recovering from that. But like Moody said, Filecoin is a buy. I'll tell y'all a project that's I think it's cheaper.
Avi is
I
a big
dropped it
buy.
in the
Avi?
crypto watch list on the Ave is a buy. That's where I borrow against my assets.
My bad, bro. I'm gonna throw your mind everywhere seeing all these coins. You was about to talk about Filecoin.
Yeah, no. So look, another project. I don't know if it's here. It is another project. It is like Filecoin. Does the same thing that Filecoin does. Is Arweave. I put this in the crypto watch list. This blockchain. Oh no, this not blockchain. This project. It houses all of the blockchain data for Solana and a bunch of other projects. The price value is more expensive than Filecoin, but in reality, it's cheaper by market cap. So the market cap, and I've spoke about this before. When you want to look into the true value of a cryptocurrency, do not look at these numbers. I don't care what these numbers say.
Not
Do
at
not
all.
look at these numbers. Come look at this number, right? Your market cap is what you want to compare. So if you have two projects, say you have a project in a sector and you want to well, this is what you do. If you have a project in a sector, say like Filecoin, these are like projects that store data. The market cap for Filecoin is $1 billion, $1.2 billion. The market cap for Arweave is 618 million. They provide the same function, right? The only thing is, I believe on Arweave, if you pay for your data, it's forever. So like the data that you want to store on Arweave, like you pay a set fee and it's stored there forever. So I believe you can store 1 gig of data, or 3 gigs of data for like $3-4 on Arweave, and it's stored there on there forever. So but you compare the market cap. So and when I look at that, I'm like, they provide the same function. Arweave could be just as competitive. It has more room to grow by market cap by at least $400 million to be at what Filecoin is right now. So just keep that in mind. When you look at a project that you're looking to get into, especially ones that are extremely cheap, I would say stepping is a buy. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Zilliqa, I gotta look into Zilliqa again.
I got that. I got
I got Zilliqa in Atomic Wallet.
Yeah, me too.
Zilliqa, they're quietly building, like consistently. Like they don't get a lot of, marketing put out everywhere, but Zilliqa it's a hidden gem. I ain't gonna say go buy a ton of it, but it's worth looking into. They're quietly building. Kusama is it is like the test bed for the Polkadot blockchain. So Kusama being that, it's a buy. I don't know how long, they will want it to function as that, but Kusama, yeah, it's a buy for that purpose. Right?
I'm gonna say one thing, bro. I'm going on a lead saying this, but you know what I'm saying? I got the GOAT on here. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Pancake Swap, bro. Go back then. Pancake Swap. Why do I say Pancake Swap? Because it's it's an exchange, right? And it's a decentralized exchange, and you see exactly what's going on right now with like centralized exchange, with like Coinbase already, like I forgot what was the latest thing they took off. Oh no, it wasn't Coinbase, but Coinbase is gonna follow suit. But crypto.com is now not giving you rewards in Netflix and something else. I believe
cutting back.
Yeah. So the strongest centralized platforms are gonna be Coinbase, and crypto.com. I will mention Binance as well. And this is because you can see them being sponsored, right? In NASCAR and any kind of big events that the wealthy like to go mingle. Basketball stadiums, football stadiums, and also them having contracts, right? And crypto.com buying well, not buying, but having a contract for 20 years of the Staples Center, right? So long story short, with Pancake Swap, the reason I'm saying, and they're at a cheap price, the reason I'm saying them is because they're decentralized. And then with all of these platforms falling off, you're gonna like say like people like us, and then the new people that are coming into cryptocurrency, they're gonna trust more so the decentralized platforms or one of the three, which centralized platforms that are basically, you can look at them like banks, like Bank of America, Chase, things of that nature, Wells Fargo, is going to be Coinbase, crypto.com, and Binance, right? That's our new banks. And everything that you're seeing right now is like when you seen the crypto.com boom, right? The first time it boomed, my bad, bro. I know I'm going on a tangent, but like the first boom of crypto, like one of the first booms of crypto, like for me, right? I would say it was before 2019, but that's when I started investing into like Bitcoin for real, right? And I wouldn't even say more so investing, I was buying and selling, but I was holding on to a little bit, but I ain't hold on to enough. But long story short, damn, I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, so like the first boom, you seen a lot of people get into crypto, and that's when you seen, back then when everybody was talking about cryptocurrency, but they were really talking about Bitcoin, right? Not even Ethereum as much. They were just talking about Bitcoin and that you can make money with it and blase, 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 right? But it was like you had to be a nerd or something like to really understand how to purchase it, right? Because a lot of people were using it. Well, I ain't gonna talk about that for like different means of things and like the black web, and things of that nature, right? But the second boom was now that we're all seeing, right? But right now we're also seeing the crash of it. We didn't see the crash when it first came down, and that's like the time when D'Angelo talks about it, when he was in it and he had sold his Bitcoin, right? So what your guys seeing right now is like the dot-com boom. It's like, oh snap, the whole world is awoken to it, but the whole world is late to the party, but you're still super early. You're just late to the hype, right? And what I mean by late to the hype, it was like the back in 2020 when things really started reversing at the end, right? And then 2021 starts coming in, and well, not at the end, but 2021 comes in, and we continue on this bull run, right? But long story short, now things have to, like, because we have inflation, but we don't have recession just yet. It takes time to get into these phases. It's just like, how long did recession take? Matter of fact, let's not even talk about that. How long did COVID take, right? We thought it would be done in a year. We thought it would be done in 6 months. No, 2 years come by, we're still in COVID terms. Like 2 years and some changes when we're starting to see stuff. And that's why I believe the market, even though I haven't seen no reversal for real yet to the downside, um, I believe the market is going to go down, even though I would like, even though I'm bullish, even though, and it's just because that's what the RSI is telling me in the candles. I believe the market is going to go down, and it's because the housing market is soon to come down, and not only because of that, it's just it's time for it to reverse back down, just so we can have these green weeks again, right? But that's just what I see on the chart. But going back to cryptocurrency, that's the boom that we're seeing, right? Like right now. And I think it's very important to just invest into, like, blockchain technology. Why? Because that's what the government's after. It is cryptocurrency, but it's the technology behind cryptocurrency. They don't like the fact that you can transfer money quicker than a wire transfer. I can transfer money. Me just swiping a Visa card, that's just a quick transaction. It has not processed yet, right? Their system is extremely slow, and that's why you have fraud and you have this and you have that. With cryptocurrency, yes, you have that as well, with somebody hacking into your private wallet, or probably just your centralized exchange wallet, right? But you got to get like private keys. There's a lot of different things, but especially on a centralized platform, it's going to be a little easier to hack. But when we make a transaction with somebody, we know what blockchain we use. If it's the Stellar blockchain, we know it's going to happen within 3 to 5 seconds, maximum 15 seconds. And my money's there. Your money is not in your wallet anymore. You know what I'm saying? And if I want to make a transaction with you, this is the cool thing about cryptocurrency. What people, and I know I'm kind of drifting off into like blockchain and like wallets, but what I caught on to was, okay, this is not invasive. Yeah, some companies wouldn't want, all their information out and how they're really doing things, right? And onto these blockchains. But there's another layer into the blockchain where nobody knows it's that you, right? But you can do something else on another wallet and people don't know who that is, right? So it's he versus he. So you can't get sued because nobody knows who you are, right? But let's say me and D-Wiz wanted to make a transaction and we were buying houses or whatever the case may be, and I needed 350K, right? And I said, let's say the house that I was selling was 350K. D-Wiz says he has 350K, right? And D-Wiz provides me the wallet, right? That he has 350K. Once he provides me the wallet and I see that the money's not in that wallet, I have two choices. Hey, D-Wiz, I see that you don't have no funds in that wallet, or I can just choose not to communicate or go further on that negotiation, right? Now, D-Wiz, say if I ask him, he could be like, oh yeah, I just set that new wallet up. I don't want my information and things of that nature out to surface, right? Even though we know how to trace back through wallets and see where money really came from, you can have a whole tunnel where it's like, this money came from this wallet that transferred into this wallet, into that wallet, where now I send my 350K and that person doesn't know where this money really came from, right? So that's the cool thing about it, where you still have privacy, but everything is still on the board. It's just, do you want the extra privacy, or you're going to go the extra mile And that's why I say invest into blockchain technology, because the government loves that. They love to like show you something and then hide something, right? And you can still do that with blockchain technology. But yeah, my bad, bro. I got
No, you
long-winded.
good. Those are all facts, bro. One coin that I want to touch on is Thorchain. This is a gem. Gem. This is the only blockchain that allows you to move a native asset to another blockchain without it being wrapped. So to explain that a little bit more, a lot of times when you see Ethereum on other blockchains or any of these other projects, they'll be wrapped because they can't natively be utilized on a blockchain that it wasn't created on. But Thorchain, similar to like Polkadot, allows you to swap. If I want to swap Bitcoin directly for Ethereum, I can do that on on Thorchain. Now you can do this on crypto.com, Coinbase, you could do that on decentralized exchanges, but the more you get into being a sole custodian of your assets, you tend to want to, separate yourself from, that all-seeing uh centralized entity that's prying in on what you got going on a daily basis. But Thorchain allows you to do that on your own, on their blockchain. And it is the only blockchain that can do that. I put that in the crypto watch list in the server also. So definitely look into Thorchain. I foresee
Oh,
this
I
like
would
going
definitely say, of
places.
course, Thorchain, but I would definitely say this. I don't know if we ever spoke about this, but before buying any token, of course, do your research, do your own due diligence. But one thing that I like when I was a beginner in this cryptocurrency thing that I did not understand was make sure you can sell, you can liquidate that token that you buy, right? And when I'm saying that, dealing in a decentralized world, right? Because when I'm saying that, it's like you're gonna have to swap a token for a token, most likely Ethereum for the token that you may want, right? So when you do that, understand, make sure that you can still sell that token, right? Because you can buy a token here. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say coin. Buy a token, and like this happened to me multiple times, where it's like it'd be a glitch in the system to say that you're up, but whatever you spent, like say you put $100 into that token, if you try to really sell it, just because the price is really volatile and it's not um what the markets are telling you is not as accurate, that $100 really will be worth like $20,
Yeah,
if
that's a
that makes
fact.
sense.
So that happens when that particular token doesn't have a lot of liquidity. And most of the time you'll see that on you'll you'll typically see that on the Binance Smart Chain, where you see tokens like this. What is the Americans NFT token? Like, what is that? It has it got decent volume actually, but it ain't great at all. 141,000 in true volume. That's not enough liquidity to ensure that you can get in and out of a in and out of an asset like this Pluto token, right? In 24 hours, it only bought or sold $896. If you have $500 of this token, you're likely not going to be able to get out of it immediately because in a day, it only transacted $896 worth of volume.
But yeah,
So
yo, Wiz, I'm glad that you explained it the opposite way that I did, right? Because a lot of people get trapped and even joining other like groups or discords or any kind of like social media groups when they see people promoting gains. That's the reason I don't promote profits and do certain things, because I know we're human. You're gonna wanna, what? You just made what in a week or in a day? Like you're gonna really wanna, you know what I'm saying, join whatever that person or I posted, right? But long story short, it's very important to know that stuff because people use gains and a lot of these tokens be meme tokens or something like this right here, like S8. Well, I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna just use this token for an example, right? You'll see this and somebody will show you like this token went from 0 cents to $19, or that's crazy, but 0 cents to like $5, or even from $5. Oh, it's 11:11. Everybody make a little wish, but what you call it? Not a little wish, a big wish. but but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, some crazy gains, right? Or even not even some crazy gains, but it'll be some nameless cryptocurrency token. And the thing is, they'll show their gains like, hey, I made $10,000 or 30 or 100 grand or even $1,000, whatever the case may be. But exactly what D'Angelo said, it has no liquidity in that token and you will not be able to get out. I had tokens that hit billions of dollars. I couldn't even get $1 million out. I just wanted 1,000. I couldn't even get that out. I'm trying to tell you. So don't ever get tricked.
That's a fact. And that brings me to this project here. I see this project a lot. I'm not sure the people that's on the chat. I see this project like spoken about a lot, like on Facebook, right? And you know, I hear people that are making money and stuff, but I've never wanted to touch it because of this here. And CoinGecko is a reputable platform. They wouldn't just say this just to be saying it. So when I see warning signs like that, I like to steer clear. So just keep that in mind. If you see this, I'm not telling you not to buy it because, like I said, I've heard people saying that they're making a lot of money on it. But because they stake and they create their own blockchain, they had their logo on some racing car, like all cool and dandy. But just be mindful of that if y'all see this and somebody's telling you, hey, come, buy, you'll get this, you know, just do your own research. Because believe me, and Moody will tell you, I've been in countless rug pulls, you know, in 2020, 2021. There was so many projects out there.
He be taking them for
daily.
the team.
I was. This is what I would do. Cause I was constantly finding stuff.
You remember Tron case? There'd be projects. Yeah. I'd be like waiting, and he'd be like, "Bruh, it's going crazy. I'm trying to tell you." And I'd be like, "I'm gonna wait." And then it'd be literally the same day. And I'd be like, "Look, I didn't talk to my wife. I know this is very risky. It stay high, extremely risky, yeah, right? Dude. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it." But I understand, like, even if it's very risky on some of these things, you got to put some capital into it. Like, even if you put $1,000, like, you're gonna get a return, but it's not gonna be the return that you know what I mean, that you would like expecting. So, man, I promise you, man. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, go ahead, D-Wiz. I don't want to say the last part.
Yeah, but nah, Moody, right? There was so many times because I was doing so much research about projects and trying to find the latest and most innovative project that was allowing you to make the most money. I took a lot of risks by entering into the project and then coming back and telling, you know, the members that were part of another server we were in, and telling them, hey, all right, I've been in this for a week. They ain't pulled a rug yet. I've made this amount of money. You know, it is extremely high risk.
He been in for a whole 7 days, and then he tells somebody like, "Look, it's crazy. I don't want nobody to catch FOMO, but they out here giving 25,000%. I don't know where they do this at. I'm about to cash out, and then I'm gonna try it again. After he gonna cash out, and then try it again for me." Look. So look, this is why I tell you I ask D-Wiz questions. See, I know a lot of things about my brother's personal life, so I ain't gonna ask him to do things. See, even though I said that, y'all don't know what he got going on in his personal life, right? Y'all be like, "Yo, D-Wiz, go find something." Man, I'm telling you, this dude will not go to sleep. Like, You talk about this coin, you'll find he started talking about cryptocurrency. You'll find him talking about the president and EV cars, and then he'll connect it right back and why you got to do this right now. I promise you.
He ain't lying. So, but yeah, that's yeah, we got a lot of experience with projects that, you know, were scams. So we know what to look for. Like we know the different platforms that you can utilize to find scam projects also. So like I said, man, y'all ask questions as much as possible, whether it be during these
Bro,
classes or in the server. Like continue to ask questions.
my bro got so good at finding like scam projects that he will scam them, right? Like even when he did the Tron case. So after they rug pulled everybody and blah 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 blah, they ain't getting me. I ain't saying not everybody, some people, right? But long story short, they came out with Tron Case Volume 2. And he was like, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then other projects that was coming out, I forgot which one, Tron Supreme. And then there was another one. But you know what I'm saying? He kept telling people like, look, don't do it. And if you do it, you better be one of the, like, it better had just came out this week, and you better just take your money within the first week. Because I'm trying to tell you, they're gonna rug pull it. Bro, he went on Zoom. We did a video. No, a matter of fact, it was on Zoom. We did a live on Facebook, alerting everybody and the Tron case community that had thousands of people, right? We got so much backlash on it. Not like crazy backlash, but some backlash on it. Come to find out, they come out with level 2, and less than a month, they rug pulled that one. and everybody that was in the first one ran for the second.
We warned them though. We warned them. Yeah, we told them it was like, look, do not invest into that project. Like they're just gonna take your money again. So, but I'll tell you this: when we're going through all those rug pulls and all these different scams, like it enhanced my ability to read the blockchain. So I was able to understand, you know, when somebody moved an asset or a ton of assets from one location to the next, like I could literally investigate every move or transaction. So that's something I'll show y'all. I think we did do a class over there. Oh yeah, we did, reading the blockchain. So
D-Wiz the police.
I am not the police. I am not 12. So
he the blockchain police. Let me clarify that.
But look, but for those interested, like I will show y'all how to read the blockchain, and it will be beneficial for y'all to know how to read the blockchain as you get further into cryptocurrency, because sometimes like you may find yourself in a predicament where you have to process a transaction on the blockchain. Say I don't know, PancakeSwap, right? PancakeSwap is a decentralized exchange. But say PancakeSwap just goes belly up and you can't access their platform anymore, but majority of your assets are on the Binance Smart Chain. And you need PancakeSwap or an exchange equivalent to, you know, transact, but you don't have one, right? You can do all your transactions on the blockchain. You can actually go there, trade, send, transfer, sell, everything directly on the blockchain. And I'll show you how to do that. But we've been going for a little bit. I did cover all the topics that I intended to. Like I mentioned earlier, like I am not an expert on Bybit, Bitget, and trading futures, but I wanted to introduce y'all to the platform so y'all are familiar with the platforms that we for one provide signals for. I forget off the top of my head right now the name of the channel in the server, but there's signals that come in on a daily basis, and you could be capitalizing on those trades every day, like even on the weekend when the stock market isn't accessible, or even when the forex like the currency pairs aren't accessible, because the forex market closes also. So you could access these signals and trade on these platforms. So with just a little bit more effort and going through and getting familiar with those platforms, you'll be able to trade on your own. So I just want to make sure y'all are familiar with those platforms. And like I said, I'm going to be digging into them more. And if I run across some information, I'll share it with y'all. And y'all do the same for me. Like, I'm a life learner in this. Yeah. So with that being said, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I was gonna go into AMA, but we kind of went through a brief little AMA. But all I ask is, drop some feedback in the chat. Let me know if y'all appreciate this style of, teaching versus doing the PowerPoints. Like, I much rather do this to where we kind of have a open discussion. So certainly, give me some feedback, good, bad, and different. And we'll continue. Who's that? Han said this is way better. Yeah, I'm gonna continue doing them like this, bro. So yes, please, what I do want to ask of y'all, because like I don't know what y'all want to know. So please ask questions. Like, if I don't know something, we'll go on here on this live and we'll go find the answer. You know what I'm saying? I want to utilize this time to provide that for y'all. So if I do know something, I'll answer it right here and I'll express it to the best of my abilities to get y'all to understand. So please ask questions.
I would
Go
add
ahead, bro.
that I would add that if y'all do that too, like ask them questions that like has nothing to do with the class and it's just like general things, that's how I started learning even more. Because I just started asking him a whole bunch of stuff that he's like, you know what, Moody? I ain't never think of that. Let's look this up. Let's see. And like we'll just go into rabbit holes. And then I started learning with him and then learning like, oh, these are the people that he looks up on YouTube. And then I found my own YouTube people and I'm showing him stuff and he's showing me stuff and we're just learning together. But trust me, it enhance your learning experience and it'll fall into trading options too, because it's the same field, right? It's just a different aspect of the field. But also just drop, I don't know, I guess a Y for good and a no N for bad. I was gonna ask because I know me and D-Wiz wanted to like do classes on like, well, not classes, just hop on live and I guess do some research that we're doing ourselves or looking at things or doing like breakdowns on videos like I'm going to be doing on a strat or on any technical analysis in the future. What time would you guys like that to be? Like during the market hours? Because we do it a lot during the market hours, right? Because we already know what we're trading and we already know what we've done for the day. But I know a lot of people are trading. So would you guys like that like after the market closes, like after 4 o'clock, or is it okay with you guys like around, in the afternoon or something of that nature?
Yeah, I'm with whatever. So
I'm coming.
whatever y'all decide, if that's something y'all want to implement, like we can just hop on live during the daytime and just discuss anything relating in crypto. Like, but as I was saying, ask any questions. I'm like literally like, if you don't know something, like hit me in my DM, hit the crypto channel, ask a question, make a comment, drop some news that we currently don't have in there. Like if you see something that you're looking to get into and you're a little like worried about buying it, like hit me in my DM, hit like, or send it in the chat so we all can see it and I can, answer a question relating to it. I can give you my honest feedback on it so you don't go buy something that's worthless or that could become worthless, right? So yeah, but feel free to take advantage of that. Like I'm always available, like literally, especially when we get to late night like this. Like I'm typically up to 3, 4, at times. So yeah, so y'all just hit me, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate the feedback that y'all give me, the questions that y'all ask, and continue to ask them. The comments, continue to state those, and definitely give me some feedback in the server. And we're gonna wrap it up, man. Let's close this thing out.
All right, peace out, bro. All right, peace out, everybody. May the Lord continue to bless all of us.
Most definitely.